Hello, hello, and welcome to a vintage story thing. You find me hanging out in our smithy, hiding from the rain, with our journal, which I didn't think to open at all last episode, but I forgot to harvest the phosphorus crops, and none of you called me on my error. What's the point of having YouTube comments if you guys aren't gonna rib me about things when I forget them? No, but I'm gonna go do that because it is September, and it is time for things to start getting cooler. So before we lose any of our crops, I'm gonna collect them. I will come back for those after I empty our inventory. So our inventory is completely stuffed. Oh, I can dump the seeds elsewhere. Okay, I can at least do that. Okay, I'm gonna make some vegetable stew, because or do I have a crock started? I do. I have a crock finished. I need to get our house built, like really badly. We're in shambles. Alright, I'm gonna make 2 chests into a trunk. There's some root vegetables, and just for the sake of organization, I'll pull them out of here too. Oh, we have quite a few onions, that's good. Okay, so that's the phosphorus crops taken care of. I think the next thing that we should do, honestly, it's a toss-up between either getting our house built out or finally getting the pigs squared away. Because these guys, I didn't quite get this right, and I know how to fix it. I just need to build it. So it's either fixing up the pig partitioner to actually be functional, or finally getting our house underway first. Let me check what resources we have available. We have like no cobblestone. Okay, that was my main question. That goes really quickly. We need a bunch of it. Do we have an iron pickaxe? I don't think we made one of those. I don't think we did. Well, that solves that. I'm gonna heat up an ingot to turn into a pickaxe, because this tin bronze pickaxe isn't gonna last forever. And you know what? I don't know where our rubble hammer is, so I'm gonna make one of those too. But since we're going to be using cobblestone on the house, that sort of postpones that task. So once I have these forged, I'm going to let them cool down, and we'll be going through the whole quenching and tempering process. And while we're going through those rounds of cooling, I can work on the pig partitioner. How efficient. Alright, first one is a pickaxe. There it is. There we go. I'm gonna set that down here. And this one is a rubble hammer. There it is. And there's the rubble hammer. I'll get that set down. Maybe. Okay, I will put it into the storage vessel then. That's rather annoying. And you know what? I never want to be without a hammer. And this is getting a touch lower than I'd like. I'm gonna do a hammer as well. And it can just stay right here. But whenever you like run out of hammer, it's a bad time. Oh, that's right. We can't even quench the hammerhead anyway. Oh, it's still too hot to craft though. Well, we will just keep it in our inventory then. Hammerhead. Here we go. And now this is a normal vanilla tool, so I can just set that down right there. And I'll wait until I can process both of these at the same time. I don't think they can both fit in the furnace, but you know what I mean. Well, it is starting to get a bit lighter out, and no matter what we're building, we're gonna need more oak. So I think it's time we head out and do ourselves a harvest of some of these trees we planted. Boy, I planted a whole lot of them. And I planted all of our oak seeds, so I am gonna put these shears to use and get some more seeds so we can replant. We're gonna have sticks for days too. Oh no, the dreaded full inventory. Oh, and it looks like I shaved all of the leaves off of quite a few surrounding trees. Sorry guys. Oh wow, that had a lot more wood in it than I thought. Must have been one of these. I'll be back for those. We go. We just went from, I believe it was like 16 or 19 oak logs to now 79. That'll last us for a little while. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm surprised by just how long shears last. I bet our new tools are cooled down. Yes, they are. Can I put them in side by side? No, of course I can't. Okay, quench is at 900, but I want to do it with fire clay. There's the hammerhead. There's the pickaxe head. Okay, and I'm aiming to get this to 900, and then we quench. Can I actually use this from this far away? Yes, I can. That is funny. I made it a touch too hot, so I'm going to let it cool down because it needs to be under 1050. And I'll let this heat up while it does. Oh, it is starting to cool down. Oh, we'll have plenty of time. Okay, it's under 1050. Let's do it. We should be good. Nope. Okay, we'll have to run it again. At least it didn't blow up. There's 900. Drop the hammerhead back on. Durability plus 20%. So this is well under 600. I'm gonna bring them up to temper immediately. There's our temp. Drop that on. Quench. Well, hopefully I did it right. And I did. Plus 20%. Okay, now I am watching this for 600. That's 600. Set you down. And now the hammerhead. And again, I am watching for 600. It is mostly me talking to myself because I am prone to forget if I don't just repeat things in my head. There's 600. Set it down and we will just let those cool. Back to the pig partitioner. Yeah, I see you, goat. You think you're looking at trying to get out? Cause no you ain't. So the pig partitioner has a couple problems. The biggest one is that this was not working. This is supposed to filter the pigs, but it was not. Specifically, it was supposed to let piglets through and not the adults, and well, that's not working. So the first thing that I need to do is get rid of this fence all the way around. It's not really needed for keeping in the pigs, and I'm going to be replacing this anyway. I'm also going to bring this down one level because this is going to become a walkway for us. And now that they're over there, I'm going to pop these trapped doors out, take a seat, and if I can aim right, place oak slabs on the underside of each of these blocks. Now I'm going to replace the trapdoors and close them. Now, once we have piglets and we open the trapdoors, this half block height is small enough that piglets will be able to go through, but adults will not be able to. The filter is now functional. But I took all of this down because basically I need engineering access, more or less. Yo, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, the sow is going to come back through. Yeah, keep turning. Okay, good. Good. So this is dangerous, it turns out. And now I must immediately figure out a solution, which I know exactly what it is, thankfully. So the solution, TLDR, is just to actually build this thing that I've been meaning to build. Go, and I can reach the gates from here. Okay, how many stairs is that going to take? Yeah, let's try it with a narrow entrance, only 3. And that was such a dark day. Doesn't even feel like we had a day. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had a much grander vision of this, but now I'm not sure how to actually fit it here. This is a really dark night. Kinda spooky. And oh, our tool heads are cooled down. Isn't that exciting? Gonna pick those both up and 8%. And we get another, I think it's like 17% durability, if I remember right. It's like, brings it up to 37. I'm real tempted. I'm gonna do it. Wait, I need to put the fire clay on. And now this I need to bring to 900. And not much higher. There it is. That is 36.7%. I am happy with that. Turn that into a tool and get it hung up for later. How much durability does that have? 3,075. Nice. And our current one was 2,600. It's an additional like 400. It's not half bad. There we are. Ah, my luck holds out. That has 1,708 durability. I am surprised it's that much lower than like the hammer. I mean, I guess the hammer, to forge one piece, you have to use a bunch more hits. But yeah, okay. Well, I will set that there for later use. Right now, I'm working on the pig partitioner. And you know what? It is genuinely pretty impressive just how quickly you can go through logs. Oh wow, I did not realize just how efficient the fence recipe was. Jeez, I have more of these than I could ever want. Yeah, I now have something of a safety rail there. And I want a couple more logs. Yeah, and I can hop onto this ledge and just stand here so they go towards the corner. And all the piglets will run through. And I come back over. Boop, boop, boop. Close them all. Probably just those three, actually. That one's hard to hit. Oh, I can just get it. Close them up. And then we have a bunch of piglets who will probably already be cascading over the pig valve into this pen for eventual cycling back into here. And speaking of, we should probably begin. I hope pigs like onions, because that is what's currently on the menu. I think they do. I believe they eat veg. Yeah, deer, gazelle, goat, moose, pig, sheep. So I'm going to go over to our goats, get them fed as well. Our rabbits don't need to be fed, but the chickens would not accept our onions. The chickens demand grain. That's going to be the flax. Hello, chickens. Don't mind me just freaking you out. I still need to make an oil lamp for them. I don't know if they're already eating or not. Well, hope they do. This is the last of our oak logs. I'm gonna have to go cut more, like, immediately. But I want to get our roof on this framed in, and I don't know exactly how expensive this is gonna work out to be. But it might be quite a lot. I kind of want to get another post here. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, was that exactly enough? Oh, other than the although, I'm gonna see how this looks without the overhang, because there's a chance that this might look okay. I need 8 more logs. All right, let's go cut down a tree. This ugly thing, actually. Let's go cut this down, specifically. Here we go, and how's our inventory looking? Pretty full. We'll come back for that one soon. Nice. Let's go get something to eat. Stop walking into walls. Okay, now I want to get this clad. Like the underside cladding, so let me get our wood. Wait, what just happened? Oh no, that put it in as shingles. That's not actually what I wanted to do. Oh cool, it only took off the one layer? Nice. This mod is so smart. Well, I'm gonna need a little less than a stack of shingles to do this, so let's go grab about a stack of shingles. That's close enough for me, but I need to be able to actually get up there, so... Oop. And how does that look? You know, I don't think it needs eaves. I think it's so open that it actually looks alright without them. This, however, down here is a disgusting disgrace. Let me get it covered up real quick. Hooray! I'll have to put like a gatehouse or something in here. But yeah, I think that about works. Yeah, if I have the wall like come off of here a bit, of kind of a building for our exit, I think that would work. I'm gonna have to like terraform this whole thing down. I actually have a whole lot of digging to do over here. I have an apiary plan that I want to get in here. That is gonna be expensive, time consuming, weird, unnecessary. You know, a whole slew of adjectives that are probably already commonly associated with the way I build things. Oh, there's our rubble hammer. It's also iron and practically brand new. Well, now we have a spare, I guess. We'll be using both of these rubble hammers. I'm not actually concerned. Right, now that we have some space in our inventory, I'm gonna go pick up some more quartz because I want to get our bloomeries loaded and making some glass. I'm going to be using glass, a fair bit of it, in the relatively near future. And I believe we still have some, but it's gonna be like at least a half stack turned into slabs. And yeah, I guess that's not actually a crazy amount, but I'd much rather get it done now than, you know, have to sit around waiting later. So I'm gonna go to our quartz patch over on this ridge. Oh, I can really tell it's getting cooler. The grass is not looking so great anymore. Just looking at this mountain, is that peridotite up there? I'm gonna go check it out. If it is, I might have to use it for something. Green is... it can be a difficult color to get in your build palette, so peridotite has some definite intrinsic value just for its color. This peridotite is a bit of a pain to get to. Ah, here's a bit that seems pretty low. And yes, it is peridotite. And some chert, which is a very reddish rock. I'll have to keep these in mind. Alright, I'm gonna scoop up a bunch of quartz while we still have light. It is kind of nice that this is on the surface, you know? I didn't take our iron pickaxe with us because I figure if I wear this tin bronze pickaxe down just with quartz, we have enough quartz. Oh, I should have brought our pro pick with us though. I have not been doing nearly enough prospecting in this world, and I should really start, you know, building up a database of prospecting points. Well, that puts us at a stack of quartz. So before the sun sets, I'm gonna head home and call that good enough. These heather are so cute, and I want to grab them for my apiary. Oh, and we are onto our iron knife. Look at that. Oh wow, that's quite a bit speedier. Straight from flint to iron. Like, I know it's faster, but just seeing it back to back like that, it's drastic. Oh, there's some crops hidden in here. Oh, it's flax? And I'm gonna collect what I can out of that. I don't care how set I am, flax is flax. I normally don't suggest using heather for your apiaries, but I'm trying out a new, very weird design. I mostly just want to see what it looks like in practice. And it's not like an efficiency plan or anything, it's just, I don't know, I want to see if this works the way that I think it will, visually, mostly. And if it does, I'll be pretty happy with it. Hello, home. Alright, let's get some nibbles. I should really make pies soon. Maybe I should make pies right now while I'm thinking about it. We got like a stack and a half of heather almost. Nice. And the catmint, I just like catmint, obviously. Oh, we could make some berry pies. Hold on, that's a great idea. And speaking of, how is our nutrition doing? Oh, it's actually grain that's low. You know what, that does make sense. After all, we did just do our first harvest. And vegetable. I'm gonna throw a couple fruit pies in there anyway, just to top that off. I don't have a water thing yet here. Hold on. I gotta go into my farms for water. Oh, and it just finished. Let me make our dough. Okay, table. There's our crust. Our filling. More crust. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's the cute one. Okay. Drop that in, and let's prepare another. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to finish, and we'll slot that one in. Ah, it's perfect. Grab that, slot in the next one, store this on a shelf. Unfortunately, our shelves got a bit of a downgrade. Wonder... Oh, I can still access it. Okay, cool. In that case, we can fit 8 pies in here. That's not bad at all. There's one of these 6? I've got a couple pies here. What was that pink particle? What? It was like bright air texture fuchsia. And here's all of our pies. They are all good for about 9 days. There's only 8 of them, so that should just about work. How are our animals doing? Our goats have eaten their portions. Oh, and their tree grew. What's going on with you guys? Here's the female. Ready to mate, so I guess we'll see what happens. The chickens, let's see if they have any eggs. I see a couple eggs. There's only 2, and I think... Oh no, it says incubation time remaining. That might be working. Okay, I will leave. I will leave. And how are the pigs? Well, the sows are saying ready to mate, so... Oh, jeez. Jerks. Well, the sows are saying ready to mate, so that's good. Which means I think it's about time I finally did something about this. It's supposed to be our home. Please believe me. Actually, first, before I forget, let me do the bloomeries. Let me get this quartz ready to go. Ah, and here's some bloomeries all ready for us. This one is not full, and that's bothering me. It needs another 8 chunks, so I'm gonna go get another 8 chunks. Because, there's another pink particle. What? That was weird. What did I say? I need 8 pieces, I think? Let's get that and get home. Okay, there they are. I'm gonna dip into our first pie. And that, I think, is gonna be fuel for this project, finally. Hold on. I am again forgetting to actually start the bloomeries. Okay, now they all have 24 quartz chunks. Let's get the fuel in and get them started. Okay, now, finally, with the bloomeries started and smoking away, I think it is finally, truly, time to start our house. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to go get a whole bunch of resources, but this, I think, is now our project. And if I'm going to work on the house, what that really means is I need to go cut down some oak trees. Let's go get started. We have... I should have checked before I left, but we have something like 28, I want to say, oak logs at home. And I want to have somewhere north of 100. So we have a ways to go before we're ready to really start building. There's a bunch of other resources I'll want to get as well, but the oak is probably going to be our big one. Oh, I should do something about this tree. This one got a little bit abandoned out here. Our inventory was quite full, so let's take care of this finally. Well, that looks a little more reasonable, but let's keep going. We have a whole lot more logs to get yet. And really, we want a whole lot more than just 100 logs worth. I might cut down this whole forest that I planted here, which is a bit of a shame because this would be very cozy to have just outside our windows. But that is why we planted these trees. Anyway, my tea has finally cooled down enough, which means that tree cutting time is tea sipping time. This is a simple cranberry hibiscus, which I have had before, so rather than giving a play-by-play on the tea, I will merely chill that the Coppersburg mug is available on the link down below, but also I want to give a heartfelt thank you to my supporters over on Patreon. This list of people, the size of which continually surprises me, goes above and beyond every single month to help support the channels, and I cannot thank them enough. Your financial support is never required, but always appreciated. Thank you. That is a tasty tea, though. Well, we have a mighty full inventory with a ton of sticks included, so we're gonna head home and drop them off. And while I'm going there, I'm gonna plant a bunch more of these acorns. We're up to 140 oak logs. It's getting a little bit dark. I'm gonna keep going for a while. I'm kinda in the groove, and I've kind of been dreading this task. It's, not that engaging. So since I'm making good progress, I'm gonna keep this momentum up. The grass is really starting to die off. You can tell it's getting late in the year. Well, we're at 270 logs. That's probably just about enough to get started, I think. Guess we'll find out. Thankfully, we're pretty well lit up here, so I don't need to worry about lighting that much. I'm still gonna sprinkle some more lanterns about, just to be on the safe side, especially in spots that I know I'm not going to be covering up. With that much wood, we're probably good in terms of our framing for both the building and the roof, I believe. And also, I think the flooring, we should be good to go. But framing, roofing, and flooring does not a house make. We also need foundations and walls. Walls, they're going to be rammed earth. The foundations are going to be more shale cobblestone, which I like, but we need to get more of it. I don't think we currently have any, but let me check just to be sure. Yeah, it does not really look like it, although I do like to see these debarked quarter logs. We'll be needing some of those. So the next thing I really want to do is to grab my splitter plugs, a hammer with which to use them, our old pickaxe, which is getting a little bit low, but you know what, why not? I'll go grab the iron one just to be on the safe side. We've got it, why not have it with us? And now I'm gonna get some big ol' slabs of shale. Let's head out. Actually, where was our shale mine? I think it's somewhere out this way. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, here it is, actually. Right next to this peat. Okay. So this pit goes a long ways down, but I kind of want to get easier access here. I think I want to go... No, I want to take this down. That's what I want to do. Alright. Well, I kind of feel like 3 slabs of shale might actually do it. Or at least it might be enough that I won't need to come back down to finish this building. And you know what? That's something. I'm gonna grab our old rubble hammer. Turns out I made a spare when I didn't need to. I'm gonna get stone out of this. Well, it turns out I need clay. Ah, delicious. Well, I have a few more pieces of shale cobblestone here. I would not exactly classify it as enough pieces, but it's something. It's something. I'm also realizing that I put in oak stairs here, and I did not mean to. I meant for these to be cobblestone stairs, and we'll get that sorted now. I've mentioned before that my architectural style, well, really all of my design work, is extremely iterative. And case in point, this is not the first time I'm building this structure that I'm working on. This might be slightly showing how the sausage is made, but I have a creative world where I test some things out, and one of the things I've been testing out is very specifically this building. You might recognize the kitchen from last season. It's very, very similar. The biggest change is that access to the cellar isn't this block here, but is instead behind the counter in here. Well, I guess that was behind the counter too, but you know what I mean. But I've been hard at work off screen, working on what to wrap around this kitchen. Because although I enjoy the kitchen quite a bit, it's, the kitchen isn't the entire house. It's just part of it. But I have honestly probably built this structure, how many times would I say? I mean, my creative world probably has 6 iterations of this design. So I've been messing around with this for a while now. And I'm not sure that I'd say I have it down to a science, but I think I would happily describe myself as being fairly opinionated on it at this point. I've gone through a lot of variations, and I've settled on something I'm very happy with. But that was all just testing back in creative. This is the real deal. I just ran out of cobblestone. I mean, of course I ran out of cobblestone, right? That's just kind of how it goes. I'm actually doing fine on most of our materials. It's the clay that we're lacking. So I'm gonna go out and grab some clay. That shouldn't take very long. See about getting a nice good amount of it though. And I'm walking away with 7 stacks of clay. That should be good enough to get us started. 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 10 more pieces of cobble. I actually want to fill this all in with... You know what? I'm going to start doing that right now. I want to fill this all in with dirt. And then make the elevation change here with a, with like path slabs, rather than having to jump all the time. Let me put the rest of this clay away. I hugely overestimated how much clay I would need to gather. But that's okay. We will end up using it eventually. Not to worry. Okay, I think that's all of the cobblestone that I need in place. At least, that's what I think now. Oh, our bloomeries are done. Our glass should be ready for us. With 36 glass blocks. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need more than that. Well, I need some more quartz to put in these to make more glass, so that we have enough glass to finish our house. So, the next thing I'm gonna do is actually, I'm gonna go off and get more quartz. I need a stack in 8 pieces, so that'll fill all 3 of those bloomeries. It's kind of funny with the Natural Trails mod how you can really definitively see when you've been down a path before. The grass is all trampled down and stuff. It's neat. That's the kind of thing that makes me really appreciate that mod. Alright, we're here. Let's begin before it gets too dark. I've got some torches if need be, but hopefully I can just be kind of quick about this. Well, it is indeed starting to get dark, though thankfully not too bad. But we have enough quartz, so let's get headed back home. Oh, and I can actually just about see Farrowburrow over there. Let me get up onto this rise here and just look at that. Oh, it's so nicely lit up. Man, our skyline is gonna change so much after after our house is built. It's gonna be really different. I'm excited. Oh, and the rain is really coming in. I'm finally grabbing our chisel. I have a little bit of chiseling I'd like to do. Mainly, it's our countertop and how it currently isn't one. Well, I intend to realize I'm getting horribly distracted and I need to start the bloomeries because those can process while I'm doing other things. Hold on 1 second. And there we go. Okay, back to the chiseling. Do I want these to be horizontal, do you think? No, counters like this have vertical wood. Have vertical planks. Okay. Let's make these all chisel blocks. I'm realizing I want the hand planer. There we go. Now, I want to add shale rock. That is solid shale rock to all of these. Now, I might do more to enhance this at some point. Maybe chisel a curve into here. Do more decoration along the front, something like that. But I think for now, that is a decent upgrade. That seems like a much better work surface than the raw cobblestone that we had before. So I'm happy with that. I'll set our flour back down. And do you know what? I can't really complain. A light temporal storm is approaching. Well then, that is mildly to extremely unfortunate. Well, while we wait for that to hit, I'm gonna do some puttering. Let's get a pie out. Oh, this is our first vegetable pie. Watch our nutrition while we nibble this one. Aw, yeah, that's how you do. Ah, this is now a cellar. Look at that. I will at some point figure out what to do for the floor here, but that's a problem for later me. For right now, I think the best call is actually to get ready for this temporal storm. We've got a couple minutes, but there's no harm in being ready for it. Where did I put our bed? I'm gonna put our bed into our brand new, technically not a cellar. It'll work though. I think that's actually all I need to do to prepare. I mean, we've got plenty of food. I don't really need to worry about that. We're not planning on doing any fighting, even though we're already decked out in our armor and have all of our weapons on us. Guess I'm just going to keep working on the build. One of the nice things about having been messing with this build in creative for as long as I have is I know the resources that I will need. I don't know the exact counts, but I do know the shapes of everything, and as we go through, figuring out those exact counts is going to be a lot easier. Oh, the storm is imminent. I guess it's time to pack up. There's the storm coming in. Gonna grab our pie slices. Oh, hi, Dave. Would you like some pie? It's, parsnip. Just parsnip. No? Alright, fair enough. I'll keep it for myself. And, I'm gonna take a nap. But you have a good day, Dave. See you around. I don't know why there aren't any enemies spawning, but... Wow, it's really incredibly dark. I will see you when the storm is over. And it looks like we're back. I guess I'll just leave the bed here for the moment. Unless I just can't see the smoke, I think our bloomeries might be done. Let's go check them. No, it looks like they're done and they contain glass. Let's get it out of there. And that should be more than enough glass for our current needs. We should actually have a bunch left over, especially because I'm going to be sawing that down into slabs so that it stretches that much further. I'm going to set down our fire clay bricks because we don't need them right now. We only have enough to make 2 more, so I'm definitely going to have to run some flint in there the next batch we do, which is only going to be 2. I think I'm going to put in the floor for the second floor right now, which actually also means we can move the bed to its final resting place. Well, relatively final. I don't know if we're never going to move the bed after this, but relatively final. And with that, I believe our cobblestone and framing should be basically done at this point, which means it's time for us to do the walls proper. And by that, I of course mean it's time to put our trusty rammed earth to use. It's cool if our little house is the tallest thing in Pharaohborough, right? I think we get a pass on that. And now that we have, I'd say, a good 90% or so of our walls in place, it's time for the roof to go on. So for that, I need a hammer in my offhand and entirely too many boards. Maybe it can't be entirely too many boards if I just need an incredible number of boards. I'm gonna start from the lowest roof and work my way up. And I'm probably not gonna have enough tiles for this, I'm realizing. I'm gonna work on this now while I have daylight, and then at night I'll make some more tiles because we're probably gonna need them. If not for this build, a build at some point, so they won't go to waste. But let's get this built. And it's really been so much more pleasant working on roofs since the various roofing mods have been added. Such an enormous just quality of life upgrade. It's incredible. And now we have the entire roof framed in. Now I just have to get the underside clad and then cover it with clay tiles, and good luck on having enough of those, I guess. We'll get there though, we'll figure it out. Pretty sure we're gonna need like 3.5 stacks of shingles. So we definitely don't have enough. I'm gonna grab some of our clay, actually kind of a lot of it, and well, given that it is night, true to my word, I'm gonna make a bunch of shingles. I'm gonna need to go get more maple soon. Our charcoal is running very low. While these are firing, I'm gonna finally put some of our windows in. These won't be, exactly final, but they'll be something. I just installed the windows, and they are all over the place. So now when I'm standing here in the very center of the house, I can hear the rain hitting the windows, and it is completely stereo. I can hear it everywhere. So again, that's a lot of smoke coming out of our pit kilns. We do have all 6 of them firing right now, so that is to be expected. And I still need to get the red clay tiles on top, which will really help to bring the whole place up so it totally pops. But let me give you a look inside. The interior is done, except for decoration. As you can see, the functional layout of the kitchen is very similar to what we had last season, which probably doesn't surprise anyone. Although what I've built around it is very different. This design is brought on largely by real smoke, as we can see from our torch and a torch holder here. That smoke is going directly up into the central column that the building is structured around, and that fencing up there allows the smoke to escape through it. It slowly, but thankfully the smoke will just kind of pool up inside of that tower, so we don't really have to worry about how slowly it'll dissipate through the grating. It'll get there long before we have to suffer any kind of ill effects from it. Now, it's not perfect. Our oven and our 2 fire pits line up with the very edge of this rather high outer ceiling here, but that is still so high that it kind of doesn't matter even if the smoke ends up getting trapped under that lower ceiling. That'll only be about half of it, and the rest will go up into the tower, where it won't really be a problem for us. Even when we have this going at full tilt, that will be both fire pits, the clay oven, and the torch will still be going. We also still have our fridge, which I need to replace these doors. The maple is not the look. We have access to our cellar down here, and the rest of this will just be kitchen storage. So lots of fuel go in here. Right now we only have a couple bricks of peat, but that'll change. Walking around our counter, we have the little bay area again, which I need to put some shelves up there for storing crocks. It'll be much more space efficient than just throwing them on the ground everywhere, which is what I've been doing. And if we come around here, we have an upstairs. And the upstairs is our bedroom, which is just a bed right now. And really nothing else. But we do have some nice windows. We've got this one looking out to the east, which this is a pretty nice view. And we have one looking out to the north, which unfortunately a lot of our view is taken up by our warehouse here, but, you know, that's still a pretty good view. We've got windows all over the place up here, even though the view isn't incredible, but that's a lot of light that'll be coming in the afternoon, such as right now, it's fairly late in the day. We've got a decent bit of light streaming in. And even down here, there's tons of windows all over the walls. I really wanted this to be cozy and, you know, that kind of cozy closed-in feeling. But I didn't want it to feel suffocating, so there's a lot of glass, there's a lot of windows to make it feel fairly open even while you're working in here. And of course the very high ceilings help with that, all that kind of good stuff. You know, I've actually got some shelves sitting around somewhere. Let me go get them. Well, I have no idea where the shelves went, but I can see really no harm in just making more. I will eventually find those and find a use for them. Well, while I was digging around for shelves, I found our paintings that we had in our old world. Now I just need to find a place to put them. Well, I kind of like this painting being up here, but I don't know where to put our other painting. I don't want to put it up here on this stone wall because I'd really like to hang a banner or like some kind of a long vertical decorative thing here. I don't know exactly what, and we'll figure it out eventually. Maybe this painting just stays in storage for now. We find somewhere to put it later. Oh, our pit kilns are done. Now that is exciting. Now, something that's important to note about this building is even though it is small enough to count as a room, that is, it's at most 14 by 14 by 14, because it has fences up around the top, it isn't actually sealed. So this is not a room. That'll really only matter in the winter, but since we have various things that produce heat in there, it shouldn't be too bad. Now I'm gonna see about collecting all of these shingles, and maybe we can actually get this finished. Well, I've got 4.5 stacks here, plus we have nearly a stack sitting on the floor here, so I'm gonna climb up there, see if we can get this done. And there we have it. With the tiles in place, our house, other than decoration, of which we will be doing a fair bit, our house is done. Both done and fully functional. What with the demands placed upon us by Real Smoke, that is. I'm super happy with it. I think it's distinctive, perhaps even somewhat iconic, at least, for us. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the best builder in Vintage Story, but I think this has a good look, and I'm rather pleased with it. Oh, you can see it from the farm. That's some really nice stacking going on visually. That's fun. Oh, look at how much appears as we come around the corner. We can just see a little bit of that back roof. How does this look from outside? Oh, I think if I run up this ruin, that'll be a good vantage point. And there's Pharaohborough all lit up in the night. Look at that. Now that, I dare say, is cozy. Now I'm gonna head back home. I really did just wander all the way out here just to see what it looks like from afar. And here it is as we approach. Oh, it looks so brightly lit and welcoming. Look at that. I definitely want to fill in that hole. Fill it in, or maybe make it a window or something. It feels a little unfinished at the moment, especially next to that building. Also want to make some more upgrades to our farms, as discussed before. But I felt getting our house finished and fully operational was really important for heading into winter. It is, after all, October 1st already. Okay, and it might take a while, because, October, and things are kind of dying off, but our path will develop, grass will grow up here, we'll probably plant some flowers in here or something, but I'm quite happy with that. Well, I've done a good bit of talking about the apiary. I think it's finally time to actually build the thing. I'm kind of excited. I'd also really like to do the gatehouse idea that I have, if for no other reason that then we would finally have a sealed base. Right now, things are a bit lackadaisical on that front. Now, where did I put my shovel? There it is. Why did I have it by that door? Oh, clay. I bet clay. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna work, but I do know that I want to dig a lot of this up. I want to bring the ground floor of the apiary down to in line with the walkways, and then I'm gonna be doing some weird stuff after that. But we'll get into that when we get into it. For now, I'm gonna start digging this up. Wow, iron is so much faster. Well, I'm starting to honk, but that's not a bad amount of space. I like it. Alright, let's find something to eat. And I am really enjoying just being in our house and listening to the rain. Do we have any more cobblestone, or did I use all of that? I think I used all the cobblestone we had. Let's get some more. I love the rock geyser. Such a good vibe. This will eventually be a real structure. I don't think these 18 are going to be enough pieces. I will try. That's actually fine for the time being. I'm not sure exactly how I want this quote-unquote gatehouse to look, and I also want to investigate what I'm doing with the apiary in terms of spacing before I set the gatehouse into stone. It's going to be a small gatehouse anyway. I want that to be a definite side passage, kind of similar to that where it's just a door. There will also be a bit of a gatehouse down here at some point. Again, I need more cobblestone. I'm just going to turn that into cobble right now. We also have that gate over there, though maybe we can keep that a secret between ourselves. I like having little exits that are maybe less obvious, or little secrets all throughout. Little extra ways to get places that you might not know just casually. This gatehouse in the front I'm going to make relatively large and grand once we finally get to it. I have a whole idea. But there's a whole bunch of different entrances. There's the main one up there. There's the eastern gate right over here. The northern gate. We also have a western gate to be, as well as that little gate over there, just in the fence. And I briefly mentioned this last season, but one of my quote-unquote issues with Coppersburg was that there was really only the one street going through it. Your mobility once you were in Coppersburg was really linear, and it felt very strange to me. So by having all of these different exits all over the place, that's me attempting to address that issue that I had with Coppersburg. Just got exactly 42 pieces of cobblestone out of that. I think that should be enough to get this finished. I'm gonna pencil that in as a possible gate. We'll see. Where did I put our flowers? There's the lily of the valley. I meant the heather. I know I put that somewhere. Is that in our fridge? No. Ah, there's the heather. Did I have any other flowers? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I need 4 more flowers, and it doesn't matter what kind. It matters a little bit what kind. These will do. Alright, I now have 62 graded trapdoors. Let's see if this whole idea was dumb or not. Sometimes you just gotta try stuff out live. So this is my weird idea for an apiary this season. I need to get it populated, obviously with skeps, but they'll go on these fence posts just to keep them raised up and a little more accessible and hopefully cute. The flowers are all underneath these gated trapdoors, so we can still see them, and the dirt will eventually fill out with grass. But I figure the trapdoors let us still see some of the flowers without things getting lost from falling into them, you know? That's something that I always struggle with in my apiaries, is items getting lost amongst the flowers that are mechanically necessary. I should probably finish the walls though, and maybe get this populated. I think it's too late in the year. It is already into October after all. So I think it's too late into the year to really get much output, but we can get things ready for our little bee friends, can't we? Also, I'm not actually sure exactly how many blocks away from the skep this fence post is. It might be too far for bees to propagate. So I'm actually going to dig down, I think here in this block, and put a skep beneath it so that they'll be able to jump from that skep into the farm proper. It's a little bit more convoluted than these just being our seed skeps, but I'll take what I can get. The first thing we need to do though is get these walls finished up, and that means rammed earth. You know what, I'm just gonna dig this wall out a little bit, because I want it to be a bit taller externally, but I don't want it to be that tall internally. So, I'm just gonna cheat, and I'm gonna start honking again soon. That's annoying. This is where our dirt goes now. Alright, nibble time. Let's get it. Also, I think I want to change the flooring in here, but I'll deal with that in a moment. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want the floor to be. And I think I want this to be the dominant direction of the grain. So I'm gonna have to rip all of this out. Well, that won't take long, let's do it. Yeah, that looks a little better. I want to do something here. I might change this out for a contrasting wood, or at least do some chiseling to it, but I'm gonna let it stand for now, because there's other things I want to attend to. Oh, that's a fun little beam right there. Neat. I'm considering trying to grow a tree right here, so I'm gonna put a couple hay bales down, and see if I hate living with it there. Because I might. But we'll see. Yeah, I kinda hate it. This feels way too cramped now. That's why we test. I want to drop this by a level. This looks terrible here. We're moving it. And you give me an iron shovel and I decide to start terraforming. Nice. I'm gonna real quick check on our animals. Let's see how our goats are coming along. Ready to mate, but has not yet. Perhaps the male hasn't had portions yet. I will have to feed them again. Our chickens. Noticed our chicken hasn't really been roosting, and these still say 5 days remaining, so I think, yes, you do need to have 3 eggs in a nest before they'll do anything. Alright, go along. The pigs. I have no idea what's going on with the pigs. Well, I think I just see ready to mate. I guess I'll feed them as well. Wait, only pandas eat parsnips. Okay. I didn't know this. There we go. I've given the chickens a full load of grain. These guys a full load of onion. And I'm going to give these guys a full load of onion as well. Alright, and now I'll let them all be. See what happens. What am I looking for? Right. I was going to make the skeps. Finally put all of these to use. Although, actually, how many spots do I have? I have 26 spots. Okay. A couple of those just fell on the ground, so we're gonna wing it. Oh, only one did. Okay. Well, I can get a bunch of them filled at least. Most of them even. And I'm gonna be real sneaky here. Okay, and I'm now 1 block below that one that I mentioned. And I'm gonna place that skep. And then fill that spot right back in. And it is under here, which should be well within range of both skeps, and thus should help to propagate these bees over here. I wonder actually if they're aware of any skeps yet. They don't have a timer for when they swarm. Perhaps it's already been under 0? Let's check the thermometer. No, it's been down to 5 though, which should be 10 in that little greenhouse. I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Pretty late in the year, so I'm not sure how well it'll go. Okay, let's put a little simple roof onto this building here. Assuming I can get up there. Oh yeah. Big stretch. And this should be more than enough tiles to get it finished. I don't really care about cladding this one. This is the entrance to our mine. It's an industrial building, you know? Not that no pride should be taken in industrial buildings, but I'm okay with them having a different vibe. You know, it's been a long time since I've looked at Pharaohborough from a distance. I want to see what our skyline looks like now. Okay, ignore the creepy doll in the foreground. That's super picturesque. Let me actually do something about the creepy doll in the foreground. I'm just gonna stand on a pillar. Seriously though, look at that. That's very cozy. I want to give our farms at least one more layer of wall. I haven't been especially happy with these walls for, well, since I put them in, honestly. We just dug up a fair bit of dirt. I think it's something like 300 blocks. That should be enough Let me actually check. Yeah, 342 blocks of medium fertility soil and, well, let me add this to it, 400 even. So it's not like we're hurting for dirt. And actually, I think all of the cobblestone, well, I'd like to get those walls in, but, and these as well. Okay, so I would need a bit more cobblestone. But most of the cobblestone is already done. It's basically just replacing these walls and adding the second layer of rammed earth that matches the rest of Pharaohborough. Yeah, I think that's a worthy thing to do right now. Let me count up how many debarked oak logs we'll need. We'll get those in place, and then I'll get to ripping all of this out and replacing it. Alright. The short version is that I'm probably going to need all of that plus more. And I'm currently honking. This is our last pie, so I guess I'm working on making pies. I'd love to make a protein pie, but our pigs haven't reproduced yet, so that isn't really an option. Do we have any fruit? I think there are actually a couple berries down here, so I'm not sure if they're any good still. Ooh, that's 72% spoiled. That's not enough, so I will actually just eat these right now to get our nutrition up a little bit. I can make 3 fruit pies out of these black currants. I'll eat the rest of them now. And it takes 4 dough per, which I think is 1 to 1. See, these ingredient ratios are the kinds of things I would write down if we had another book. Imagine a book that I could have in the kitchen that just had a bunch of little cheat sheets on it, like how much grain and how much ingredient I need to fill all of our shelves in one go. Love that kind of thing, because that's the sort of thing that I will forget. But, so I'm making 3, they take 8 each, 8 ingredients each, and we have 8 shelves. So that is 40 parsnips. 40 parsnips with a 24 black currant, which should be, is that like 32? That should be like 32 dough that I need. So let's get to making that. I forgot to turn this into a chisel, like a water basin. Where's my chisel? I need to fix that. That was the whole point. Okay. There we go. It feels good to have water in our kitchen again. Alright, let's put our tools away and make some dough. Let's make some pies. Hey, I got the ratios right. The kitchen is officially cute. Come on. Please tell me I can get through all 8 in one load of firewood. I think I did last time, right? Did I even do a 9th? Might have. But it's coming along. Still rising. It's done. Nice. Look at that. 8 perfect pies, and they're all good for about 27 days, give or take a little bit. That's pretty great. That's 3 months. Not bad at all. Okay, good. Still have both of the goats. Now I want to hit that strip in the middle, and hopefully they will behave while I do this. Hopefully they'll continue behaving while I do this more accurately. I might not be able to fit through a 1 tall gap though, so I might just be safe. Oh, is pregnant. Our goat is pregnant. That's pretty exciting news. What's going on with our chickens? I think I just scared her off. But I believe I just saw her roosting. Well, we already scared her, so I'll go check. There are 3 eggs. It said 4 days. I'm gonna screw off. And pigs, it looks like, I think 2 of them were pregnant. These things are unruly creatures. Oh, wow. I was not expecting to turn around and see that. Okay. Wow, that was fast. I mean, they are seeing a lot of nearby flowers, so okay. And those are even the ones on the edge. What do we got, like, this is seeing 102 flowers? Yeah, that's not half bad. I'll take it. Well, there's the first wall of the farm done, and now all the rest of these don't line up with any animal pens, so I can just kind of go to town. This was our fallow field, right? Yeah, this was our fallow, so this will be potassium next season. It'll be fallow NPK. Okay, while I was taking those down, I counted up that I think I will need 21 debarked oak logs to finish this out. You know, I feel like I'm forgetting the count that I said, so I'm just gonna take this many and see how far I get, then fill in the rest. Okay, now it's time to take down this packed dirt. This is going to be a total revamp, and I have been meaning to do this since I put these down. This feels good. Oh. I didn't realize the signs wouldn't pop off. I'm leaving this block here because I know this tool rack is going to pop off, and we don't quite, well, I guess we do have the space for it, but I'll deal with it when we start replacing these things. So that's awful convenient that I can just have the signs float for a bit. I'm leaving this lower layer in because I intend to replace it with cobblestone, but we definitely don't have enough right now. So once I get everything else placed and it's time for us to go collect cobblestone, I'll dig this up and that'll give me the count of how many pieces of cobblestone I need. Okay, now I'll deal with this tool rack. Yeah, see how it all popped right off? Okay, I think that's all the tools. So I'm gonna keep putting down this rammed earth and, well, we really do not have very much of it. But that is quite alright, because all the stuff that we pulled out of here is packed dirt, and packed dirt is one of the core ingredients for rammed earth. Isn't that handy? And so the time has come. Okay, I have a whole bunch more rammed earth. Let's see if we can get this done. That would be exciting. Would be really exciting. I keep seeing little particles. Is this snow? I kind of don't want it to be snowing already, not gonna lie. Like, I like the snow, but not exactly to plan, you know? Oh wow, I made way more rammed earth than I needed. Well, I think I'd like to replace this row and this row with cobblestone. So that's 12 plus 8. So that's 20. We only have 12 right now. Plus, there's all of the packed dirt that's still around. A couple of these. Actually, not that many. Let's go get a couple slabs of shale and see what we can do about finishing this out. Oh, I'm gonna put the fences up first before I forget, because I feel I am liable to. And those are actually crucial to this whole design. Without the fences, things will just climb right in. That seems better. All right, I'm gonna see about cleaning up our inventory ever so slightly so that we can go and get some cobblestone. We'll want our splitter plugs and there it is. Our pickaxe. We can probably get away with 54 durability on it. Whoa, look at that tree. It's only half leafy right now. This just like very branchy look, that is from the Deciduous Trees mod. You can see it starting to take effect across the forest. Oh, that is, yeah, that's good. Good mod, I like it. Oh, there's a shiver down here. Okay, well this is a little bit weird, but I'm just gonna go straight down by 4 here and chunk out both of these slabs on either side. You know, I might as well go for another 2, why not? Alright, not too bad. Next time I go down there, I'm gonna have to bring more ladders. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang our tin bronze pickaxe up. It's at 22. We'll just go ahead and replace it with our iron one. And I need nibbles. This is silliness. This populated so quickly. They're all saying poor population size, and they're not saying that they're harvestable. It might be too cold now. Okay, so I wanted to take out this strip as well as this strip. Now I have 12 more. Now I'm going to do my handy thing where how many blocks I pick up is my count. So far I need 10. I really want to replace these doors. The maple is not it. I only need 33 more cobblestone. Though that isn't quite the whole picture, because I also want to fill this stretch in, and I want to get this walled in with cobblestone. It just being dirt feels really weird, so I feel like a cobblestone retaining wall is at least a little bit more plausible. In fact, I could make the whole thing cobble. That'd be pricey. Well, how much is it? Even if I only did this side, it would be a lot. That's still a lot of cobblestone. I mean, that's over a stack and a half. That's a lot. Let's see what I can do. Well, that's not quite a stack and a half. I need to break down the other one. And without quarry, even just this would be like a lot. Just so many trips back and forth for stone. Oh, speaking of, I wanted to put some cobblestone in here, so I am okay with having a little bit extra. I have places I can use it. Need 11 more. And I'm actually going to break this whole thing down into stones because I have something else I can do with these that I can start doing with these. Remember a few episodes ago when I said that there was a logistics project that I had in mind? Probably not going to start at this episode, but it's coming. There's a few, actually. There's a few different projects that I can use these for. Done. Yeah, that looks better, even if it is just the interior wall. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this spot here. Maybe I'll just plant some flowers and have this be pretty or something. Not sure. I'm going to have to make more lanterns soon. I've placed my last one. Delicious. Well, I can actually work on one of the weird little projects that I have planned, and this is definitely the weirdest one, I'm pretty sure, just because of how very extremely me it is. If you've heard of Conway's Game of Life, parts of this might sound a little bit familiar, but I use the Natural Trails mod, or a Natural Trails mod, there's more than one now, and the one that I use eventually progresses to Highway, which does give a speed bonus of, I believe it's 1.25 times, whereas path blocks, that's the like crafted path blocks, give you 1.3 times movement speed. The Natural Trails mod will never progress to path blocks. It only goes to this highway block and stops right there. So something that I like to do is, over time, every once in a while, upgrade my paths to include actual path blocks. But, and this is the Conway's Game of Life part, I will only convert blocks which are adjacent to 2 or more highway blocks to kind of extend the natural progression. So right now, I can't turn this one because none of the adjacent blocks are highway. I can't turn this one because none of the adjacent, and I don't count diagonal, but none of the adjacent blocks are highway. Maybe I should count diagonal. I'm going to go with not counting diagonal for now. But this one has 2 adjacent highway blocks, so I can replace this. In fact, I can replace this whole row. If a path comes up to a door, I count the threshold as highway. Because if it wasn't a block that can't turn into highway, it probably would be. So I can actually replace this entire row here with path blocks. And as we keep walking around in here and developing our various trails, this network of actual paths will grow, but it should grow organically in line with all of the natural trails that are forming. And there's our lovely Pharaohborough as it currently stands. That is just downright cozy, and I absolutely love it. That's a really cool skyline. There's a lot of different levels to it. This is good stuff. And so, with cozy, picturesque Pharaohborough as my backdrop, I am going to bid you adieu. We ended up getting a ton done this time, and except for the front gate, which is going to be a larger undertaking, we've finished the exterior wall of Pharaohborough. That's a pretty big step. We finally got our apiary in place, we built our house, we upgraded the farms, we expanded the pig pen and upgraded it to actually function. We've actually ended up doing quite a lot. We're just about to start heading into winter, we have plenty of food for it, and I have some new engineering plans ready to go for us as we head into the cold winter months. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you'll join me on the next episode. But until then, thank you so much just for stopping by and hanging out, and as always, have a great one.